الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Yesterday we covered Eid al-Fitr, or in general Ahkam al-Eidain, the rulings of both Eids. Tonight, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, we're going to go over Ahkamu Zakatul Fitr, or Ahkamu Sadaqatul Fitr, or some say Sadaqatul Fitra, the rulings of Zakah of Fitr, Zakatul Fitr, Zakatul Fitr. Many years ago, we explained the basic rulings of Zakah, several workshops right here in this masjid years ago. Remember that night? That was the first time we did a Zakat workshop. Then we did it in a few other locations as well. Explained the book on the channel as well with regards to the rulings of Zakah, let alone the rulings of Zakatul Fitr. And to understand Zakatul Fitr correctly, you're going to have to understand some other things about Zakatul Mal. Because Zakatul Fitr is a branch of Zakatul Mal. So there are connections and parallels. Of course, there are certain things which are specific and exclusive to Zakatul Fitr, and there are other things which are specific and exclusive to Zakatul Mal. But for sure, there is a juncture, there's a meeting place in which they both mesh up. All right. There's a book that we explained. We took the chapter of Zakah and Zakatul Fitr more than several times, which is called Risalatun fil Fiqh al-Muyassar. Risalatun fil Fiqh al-Muyassar. A treatise on fiqh made easy. And in English, the book is available. It's been printed many years ago, called Fiqh Made Easy. It was written by a professor, Sheikh Salih ibn Ghanim as-Sadlan. May Allah have mercy upon his soul. He passed away. Alhamdulillah, I was fortunate enough to meet him, I believe once in Mecca, translating for him back in those days. And he wrote this book, which is called Risalatun fil Fiqh al-Muyassar, a treatise on fiqh made easy, in which the author wanted to simplify, break down, and put in a contemporary package the traditional fiqh, whether it's pertaining to one school or comparative, etc. All right? So that's a bit of the background of the book. You can get the PDF for free. I'm sure it's on archive. You guys can download it now as we speak. That way we can read along. You can also get the PDF in Arabic if you need an airdrop or whatever as well. Okay. Tayyib. So on page 50, author says, الركن الثالث من أركان الإسلام الزكاة. The third pillar of Islam, which is zakat. Zakat being the third pillar of Islam. Paying tax, alms tax, right? Giving alms. That's the third mainstay of Islam, which is unlawful for any Muslim to be absolutely ignorant and void of totally. It's no way as a Muslim that you're totally naked regarding zakah. Unlawful. You work at the airport, you work at a store, you work at this place, that place, you're not a scholar, you don't speak Arabic, you should be able to give a little basic 1-2 on zakat to a non-Muslim. There's no doubt about that. I want to be a Muslim. I read about the 5 pillars of Islam. Can you tell me about pillar 3? Sure. Zakat is meant to be such and such. You don't have to pay zakat on everything. You have to pay zakat on certain things, certain time. It's a small, tiny amount from your savings. The philosophy of zakat is sympathy and empathy. The rich, the wealthy, never forgetting those that are less fortunate and unwealthy. Zakat is meant, you're supposed to be as a 9-to-5 Muslim working on a train. You're supposed to be able to give a basic, simple breakdown of zakat in 2 minutes. Basic, simple, nothing scholastic. Don't understand this? And if you can't give nothing if you're naked on zakat, your Islam is messed up. All 5 pillars, you're supposed to have something. The Imam got sick today, the Khatib, he broke his ankle or he's having a hangover. He came back from Atlantic City. Nah. Imams don't get, some imams party. That's a fact. It's not a lie. Am I making this up? Hey, well, if I see you in a club, don't forget. You didn't see me here. All right, that's right. Either I was giving dawah or you didn't see me. Or as the brother said, I had to blow off some steam. Get rid of some stress. That's it. All right? Okay? So at the end of the day, all jokes aside, whatever you do, whatever your level is, you're supposed to know the 5 basics. The Imam couldn't make it to Jumu'ah for unfortunate circumstances. Somebody got to give the khutbah. There's no other students around. There's no assistant Imam. You got to give the khutbah. What, me? Yep, you. You go get a thobe. If you ain't wearing one, put it on. Staff is back there. Sword if need be. It's your turn. What am I going to talk about? You'll never ever be unprepared if you know the basics of Islam is based upon 5. That's your khutbah. Shahada, Salah, Zakah, Hajj, fasting. Khutbah could be 10 minutes, 5 minutes. The basics of Islam. Your Islam is not complete unless you such and such. Done. In the discussion. So every single Muslim has to know the ABCs of the 5 pillars of Islam and the 6 articles of faith. Your children, have you felt them as a parent? Or did you teach them and raise them correctly? The answer lies not in their education, not in their marriage. Taking your teenage kids and giving them a basic, simple test. Or you know about the fundamentals of zakat, the easier it is to understand Zakatul Fitr. All right, so let's run through the main points. Now, you got the book? Okay. Alif, point number 1. Hikmatu mashru'iyyat zakat. The wisdom behind the legislation of zakat. Which is, Mario, in your words, quick. Just give me one. There are many wisdoms. Purifying wealth. Perfect answer. To purify the wealth of the muzakki, the wealthy man. The wealthy man. All right, good. Another wisdom of zakat. All right, good. Another wisdom of zakat. It's no reason why he doesn't have basic shelter. Third wisdom behind zakat. Not zakat. Maybe, maybe not. All right. Next point. That's the summary already. Ta'rif of zakat. The definition of zakat from the crowd. Quickly. What does the word zakat mean? Linguistically, it means cleaning something. Linguistically, it means for a thing to be clean. It means for a thing to increase. Linguistically. Zakat. All right. All right. Tayyib. Legislatively, what does zakat mean in Islam? Define the word zakat, the term zakat in Islam. No, that's just the translation. What's the definition of it? Okay, getting somewhere. Mandatory. It's mandatory. It isn't an option, but mandatory. And it's a tax. Anything else? The act of giving specific wealth to in a specific time. Clear. All right, good. What's the ruling of zakat? Fard what? Kifaya? Ayn. Upon those who qualify. What's the ruling on not paying zakat? Major sin. Min al-kabair. It's a major sin not to pay zakat. All right, طيب. Next point. Al-amwal allati tajibu fiha zakat. Harun, what do you have to pay zakat on? What type of wealth? Yearly salary, he says. All right, getting closer. Knowledge. Maybe. Untouched wealth that's been sitting. Getting closer.